to get my raised beds together today since I've got the week off for spring break. So I've got my 2x2s here, 8 foot long, and I've also got the 5.5 pickets here, and the pickets are 6 foot long. I plan to get 6 2-tier raised beds out of this wood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to cut off the dog ears. This side, of course, it's a fence picket, so it's flat, so it's straight. And this guy has the dog ear, the slight dog ear, so I'm going to go ahead and cut those off. So I've got the miter saw set up. I got this board right across the wagon this way, or the cart, so this way I can put the wood in this little space as I get it cut, and then get it put together and drag it on over to the garden area, get these babies set up. Whoopsie. So for this project, it will take 6 fence pickets with the little dog ears. I cut those off, and once I cut the little dog ears off, instead of a full 72 inches at 6 foot, they end up being 71 inches long. And then I have the little 2x2s here. I planned on doing a 2-tier, and then I thought maybe do a 3, but I won't have enough wood. We'll finish off the 3-tier in the fall, and right now I'll do the 6 raised beds, and each one will be 2-tier. So the measure from one side to the other is 11.5. So I went and cut my 2x2s right here to 11.5 inches, and that gave me 8 2x2s for each to work with. Alright, so I have the 2x2s attached to each end, and I doubled them here. These are going to be the long sides of the raised bed, and I have my 2x2s attached at the bottom there. Simple to put together. And now what I'm going to do is take 2 more pickets, and I'm going to measure halfway, cut them in half, and that will give me the 4 pieces I need for the end of the raised beds. So the ends of the raised beds are going to be 35.5 inches. So this is what I've got so far, and I'm just going to attach the 4 end pieces, 2 on each side, to the raised bed, and I'll give you the dimensions when I'm through with that. So I'll be building 6 of these, and so this is my first one. Of course, then I'm going to assembly line the rest, because I've got, obviously have 5 more to build, and so I'll show you what they also look like when I'm all through with the 6 of them. Alright, so I got the two sides and the two ends together. Got 5 more to do. This guy's pretty sturdy. And what I'll do once I set these up, I will shore them up by putting another post on the outside in this area so the dirt doesn't push on these. Yeah, so we should get a couple years use out of these. So that's my raised garden bed project for the day. I'll show you when I have all 6 done. Alright, so let me go ahead and get a finished size on these beds here. Looks like 6 foot. Alright, so they are 6 foot long and 3 foot wide. So 6 by 3. So I've got 6 by 3 raised garden beds. I started pre-drilling, but I realized that I was able to put the screws in without pre-drilling, so I saved myself a little bit of time there. So I'm going to go ahead and get these guys over into the garden area, and I'll be back and show you what they look like. Alright, off you go and in place. Alright, so this is how a chick from the sticks measures. Six, 7. Let's see, that's 8. Dude. 8, 7. What in the world? Okay. There. It's fixed. What do you think, y'all? It's like in the kitchen. I don't measure anything. I mean, I measure, but it's not perfect. I don't like perfect. Oh my goodness, look at all this space. Alright. Let me go get some more beds. And my honey's home. Alright, starting to look good out here. I got 2 more beds to put down, to put in the garden, and then I'll be done for this afternoon. There's my girl over there. She's been working a lot, so I don't get to see her too much. And she spoiled me today. She brought me roses. And she brought me an apple fritter, which she knows that I love. It doesn't love me though, but I appreciate her. She's only 18 and she's a good girl. Okay, so back to my garden here. I want to show you what's going on. Alright, so I just built the 6 raised garden beds and I got those put down. Not quite level. I said I was going to level them. But I might leave them to nature. I think they're pretty straight. What do you think? That M1 might need to go in a little bit. This grass is a little pokey. That one needs to go in a little bit at the end. I just eyeball them. Of course I get distracted by these flowers. Oh my goodness. It's got these little things on it. I don't know what they are. Alright, back to the raised beds. I get distracted too easy. Yeah, so I got that one at the end. And the 6th one down here, which is crooked. I'm going to go ahead and fix that guy. Look how beautiful you are. Ah, pretty flowers. Look at these carrots are doing real well. It's Carrot City. A little bit of romaine lettuce. So what do you think of the beds?
Oh yeah, 4 room. Stuff that we don't need.
Stuff that we don't need. I need it.
We don't
I need it in my life.
We don't want it because this could sustain everyone in the house. Wow, look at that bird.
I'm thinking about 3 more on this side already. Now these 2 beds might get shaded out, but that's okay. We can put plants in here that need shade. And that bed right there, thinking about putting strawberries in there. But probably moving that bed, because if we do build a greenhouse, that's definitely going to be in the way. Of course, I was already talking about moving these 3 beds, but wait until everything gets harvested out of them and then moving those 2 smaller beds. One's going to go here, aligned with those beds, and the other one's going to go right in here, aligned with these beds.
Our blueberry has a bloom, but I don't think that's blueberry.
That's a
That's
raspberry.
a raspberry.
Yeah, so we have a raspberry here.
Yeah, and then we have a blueberry.
Something's eating it though.
Oh, look at the blueberry. No, is that another raspberry?
That, I believe, is a blueberry.
That looks like a weird blueberry.
And then this one's a blueberry for sure. But it has nothing.
Yeah, but
I like to take it back to the store.
I don't think they'll take this back.
Well, it didn't grow.
I mean, they're still red, so maybe it's...
Yeah, we'll wait it out and see what happens. But
Because that's red, definitely. That's brown.
Yeah. Your blueberry by the house is blooming. Not blooming, it's foliage on it. Got the raised beds in today. I'm so happy. But I've got to get some dinner on. What's that? Oh, wow. She's excited. Glad I have one of my kids that likes to garden. I have more than one, actually. I have a couple kids that like to garden. But yeah, so this is where I'm at. I've got to get some dinner put on. Everybody's home tonight, including myself, which is very unusual. All right, let me get on this horsey and ride on out of here.